Good morning, challengers. It is day 3, belonging. So I just want to review really quick. Our foundation is physical. Yesterday we talked about safety and rules and routines. And today we're going to talk about how doing those things helps us to find a sense of belonging versus fitting in. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share and get the slideshow up here. I'm not usually a slideshow person, so I hope that they're helpful. Okay, day 3, belonging. So Maslow's hierarchy. Let me move me so you can see. There we go. So I just want you to do a quick check-in. How is your foundation? Or is it strong? Is it already falling apart? Just do a quick check-in. Have you been able to sustain healthy eating every 2.5 to 3 hours? How are you doing on your water? Are you pairing a fast-burning food with a slow-burning food? So carbs and protein, vegetables with healthy fat. Do you have your combinations going there? Have you upped your water intake? Oh my goodness, you guys. You guys are posting that you're drinking like 64 ounces of water at a time. That is amazing. And I hope that your body feels the difference. It usually takes about 2 to 3 days. So today is the day that I want to encourage you to not give up. It takes your body 3 days to cleanse itself of most chemicals, and that includes processed sugar, caffeine. So today is the day that you may feel different. Sometimes different good, sometimes different bad. But it is important that you recognize that if you've gone without something for 3 days, it's no longer physically in your system, it's just mentally in your system. So keep that in mind and celebrate the progress that you're having. I'm so excited for you guys. All right, how are you sleeping? Are you waking up more or less? What is your routine before you go to bed? Because that's really going to affect the way that you sleep. The reason that safety includes a routine is because when your brain knows what to expect, it can plan and prepare for it. So that's why a bedtime is important. If your brain knows every night at 9:30, we start getting ready for bed, and by 10, we fall asleep. So right now, if you are randomly choosing bedtimes, your brain doesn't know when to start winding down, and that's one of the reasons why we have trouble sleeping. So what and when did you eat today? Do you have a plan? Do you know what you're going to be eating today? Do you know what time you're going to be eating today? I am doing a presentation today. That's my profession. I'm a professional presenter. I will be teaching a 3.5-hour class. Okay, now what automatically is the problem with that? That means I'm going to go more than 2.5 to 3 hours without eating. The class is 3.5 hours. So what do I need to make sure that I have with me? Well, for starters, I need to eat a protein-based meal right before I start the class, and I need to stay hydrated throughout the class. What do I need to do as soon as the class ends? Eat. So I have already prepared whole wheat crackers, and I have slices of cheese because that's something that I can very easily eat. I've got carrots that are cut up. So I will be having cheese and crackers and carrots as soon as I'm done with my presentation. Now that's 2 carbs because the crackers and the vegetables and a healthy fat. I'm already going to have a blood spike in my sugar. So the other thing that I will be having is my Shakeology because it is a protein. And that's something I can just mix with water. I can shake it up right there. It hydrates me and it's going to prevent that blood spike sugar. But it is going to give me the food that I need quickly. So do I have to plan ahead on those things? Absolutely. Because if I don't, I crash. Even if I wasn't pregnant, I would crash. Did you work out? Hold on.
Hello.
Hi. I'm just making a video. Just a second. The kids are just down there. All right. So have you worked out yet this morning? Whether that was you walked up and down the stairs intentionally 2 or 3 extra times, or you actually got on and did a workout. I am testing, I guess would be the best word for me to say. I'm getting ready to start a challenge group. Next Monday, we'll start the prep week for the challenge group. And I'm trying to decide which workout program I want to do. It will probably be 21 Day Fix because that is a program that I can do while I'm still pregnant. And I love it because it has cardio, it has weights, it has stretching, it has Pilates, it has yoga. It's an awesome routine that you do for 21 days. So I'm doing different routines right now so I can prep for that group. What kind of routine have you started for yourself? I'm reading a book right now that will be part of my challenge group. It'll kind of be a book club / workout / nutrition. Anyway, it's called The Compound Effect. And one of the things that it talks about is gaining momentum. And part of gaining momentum, which is what you guys are in the process of doing, it's hard at first, but once you get things spinning, it takes a lot less effort to keep them spinning. So if you are tired of starting over, stop giving up. It takes a lot of energy to get a merry-go-round to start going again. How many of you remember those from when you were little? They've been banned from like every park in the United States, but I had one when we were little. And it always took 2 or 3 people and you would get it going and then you would jump on, but it took a great deal of effort to get the merry-go-round to start spinning. But once it was spinning, one person could hop off, give it a couple good hits, jump back on, and you had your momentum back up again. That is what I'm trying to help you create here. If all I wanted was for you to have a quick fix, all we would focus on is food, because 80% of weight loss is food. I am trying to help you have a healthy balance, and that includes teaching you how to gain momentum. So that was kind of a sidetrack. I wasn't planning on talking about that. I will get back on track. So today is the 3rd day, and it is the 3rd level of our pyramid. So belonging versus fitting in. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Let that sink in for a minute. The average of the people I spend the most time with. Okay, well that would be my 2 children, my husband. That's 3 of the 5 people I spend the most time with. So if you're wondering why you all have a temper tantrum at the same time, it's because that's who you spend your time with, and you pattern your behaviors around them. So if right now you're thinking, I don't want to act like a 3-year-old, that doesn't mean cut your child off and stop hanging out with them. That means choose to spend time with people who have the qualities that you do want. Now, with that being said, I enjoy spending time with my children because my children remind me how to be brave and have fun. They help me stay adventurous because what do children do all day? They adventure. So in Maslow's hierarchy of human needs, belonging is a long-lasting relationship with trust and communication. When you feel like you belong to your community, to your home, to your family, to your country, you don't doubt that you should be there. Fitting in, whoever I'm with is who I am. So just think for a moment about all of the time you spent in high school and in junior high, maybe even in college, in your current religious setting. Are you fitting in, or do you feel like you belong there? You have a relationship and you trust and communicate with the people in it and around it. Fitting in, you never quite know what to say. You either have to be the life of the party or the person in the corner because you either want all of the attention or none of the attention. So do you like where you currently fit in? We will fit where we feel accepted, but we will belong where we feel safe. So if you have children that like to spend time anywhere but with you, kind of a gut punch, I know, but you need to recognize that they feel safer somewhere else. So what is it that you need to do to allow people to feel safe around you? Are you adhering to your own rules? That's big. If you're not following your rules, why should anyone else? And if people know that you have rules and they can be easily broken, do we feel safe in those situations? We are allowed to break the rules. No one has to actually follow these. So if you want to feel like you belong with yourself, follow your rules, set a routine. Part of that routine needs to be working out. The other reason that I bring this up is because so few of us actually feel like we belong in our own bodies, in our own lives. We say things like, this can't possibly be it. Or, I'm done. I hear that a lot when I'm working with mentoring students. I'm done. I'm just done. What that is saying to me is, I don't know who I am anymore. So part of finding a sense of belonging is learning who you are. So this is the day 3 challenge. First, dress the part of where you want to belong. So if you want to belong with yoga pants stretch moms, start wearing yoga pants and put your hair in a messy bun. If you want to belong with CEOs, start dressing like you already are one. Does that mean I'm asking you to fit in? Yes, at first. Because what does it say at the very bottom of the screen? It's okay to fit in at first when you are learning if you want what they offer. Fitting in is only a bad thing if you spend your entire life doing it. But here's the thing. I know that I belong with successful presenters, mothers, and parents who have a strong belief in a higher power. I know that that's where I belong. But if I don't necessarily ever dress the part of a presenter, and when I get around other presenters, will I feel like I belong? No, I won't. When I get around other parents, will I start to question my parenting? And I don't know what to tell you to dress like to be a good parent, but think about it. Are good parents wearing the same clothes 3 days in a row with unwashed hair and leftover makeup? So what to you is a good parent? So that's the first part of this challenge. What will you wear to dress the part, to be the person that you want to be? Where do you belong? Dress the part. Number 2, remove items from your home that help you fit in. So I want you to look around your home. Is there something that you bought because it was a trend at the time and you have never used it, or you used it once or twice and then went, what was I thinking? Why did I do that? That's what I mean by remove items from your home that help you fit in. Because if you're trying to fit into too many different places, you will never find where you belong. Number 3, identify 5 qualities that you want to belong to and a person who has them. Okay, so here's what I mean by this. I want to be known as a person who is inspiring. I want to be known as a person who is loving. I want to be known as a person who is generous, who is wise. And I want to be known as a person who people can trust. So can I have friends who are disloyal, dishonest, and lack integrity? No. Because you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So I need to find people in my life who have the qualities that I want to exemplify in myself, and then spend time with them. So this is probably one of the more emotional days, but it is also a reality check. Everyone in this group is an adult. Your social circle should mirror who you are. And if it doesn't, why are you in it? And if it doesn't mirror what you want to become, leave it. Yeah, I'm going there. Does that mean you might lose your high school friends that you have for 25 years? Yeah, if they're still in the same place that they were 25 years ago. Is that where you belong in the past? Because I'm someone who's progressing forward. And I belong with other people who are progressing forward. And that includes my husband, and that includes my children. So today will probably be one of your hardest days. I'm not going to lie about that. I want you to go into this knowing that I am asking you to find who you are. Dress today in the way that you want to be. Who are you? I have an entire class on this. It's called True You. It's this Saturday. And you would be amazed at how many people come to that class and they have spent their entire life fitting in and never knowing where they belong. And that is the whole purpose of that class, is to help people find who they are. You guys are getting some of that information. Dress the part of where you want to belong. Get rid of stuff that reminds you that you fit in and you don't belong. And identify the qualities of the people, the characteristics that you want to belong with. So if you want to be wealthy, that's a quality. Find someone who's wealthy and start hanging out with them. Yep, it's true. Okay, I'm going to post this video if you have any questions, and then share in the comments. Thanks, guys.